Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. I'm Lori. If you're new here, hi and welcome, and thank you for joining us. I want to thank so many of you who commented and said that you went over to Crafty Ruse Michelle's channel yesterday and paid her a visit. Thank y'all for that. Now, when I suggest channels and stuff like that, y'all don't have to do that, but I do greatly appreciate it. Because these folks, like I say, she's doing a holiday theme challenge, and she had a bunch of prizes available to win. So I thought maybe you all would be interested in entering her challenge and just be fun, you know. Nothing else, just be fun and somebody else that you could watch. But I thought she had some good prizes and stuff for her challenge. But so anyways, thank y'all for doing that. And had a few people said they went over and visited Miss Maggie's channel. It's Journaling with Maggie on YouTube. She's been a long time friend and supporter of my channel and started her own channel after a lot of encouragement, and I think you can do it, you know. So, and then also we have Miss Betty Ann Flood on Instagram. She doesn't have a YouTube, but she has an Instagram. And I tell you what, Miss Betty Ann is quite the mixed media artist. She does a lot of stuff over there on Instagram. If you'd like to go give her a follow on Instagram, she would greatly appreciate that too. Now these folks, you know, they don't ask me to do that. It's just, you know, I do that because, shoot, share the love. You know what I'm saying? Share the love. Okie dokie. I'm going to put this on here. These are some clusters that I had made on a Merry Monday made throughout the year. And just had a few pieces that I wanted to put on some pockets. Just a few finish up things, you know, that type of stuff. And then we are going to, hopefully I'm going to send it, I'm going to do some collage work and get my other couple of covers done. Then hopefully I'll be ready to go. You know, we'll make up some stuff here and there in the other place, but for the most part, you know, the base work, foundation work of having, oops, if I can quit flipping that around, of having pockets and tags and such sorted and separated out will be done. It's going to be a good little pocket. I know I put a thumb pull on it and it's covered up. It don't really matter. So we're going to put that in there. Now this here, I am going to clean up some of those scuffiness there. And it's just scrap fabric that we made into a cluster. Did you see that? I'm crazy as a loon. Crazy as a loon. I think I'm going to do this one in red. But yeah, I just had a few cluster pieces I wanted to put on some pockets here. Get that situated, get that done first. I think I'm going to like that. That's going to be cute, ain't it? And if you can see, these here were made out of, you know, my scrap fabrics and what have you. And I just put them on scrap paper. It's some of my note paper. I have this over here. I don't know what it was from, but I just put it over here for my notes to myself. And then I'll take it once I get done writing on it and make a cluster out of it. So most of the time, any of my journals, that still got the still had the whatchamacallit in it. But yeah, so I think that's going to be cute. And I'm just going to lay my finished pieces over here to the side, let them dry. then hopefully we can get our get ourselves together. Now I'm going round the corner on that. And then this one here, I'll round this corner. And those will be front and back signature type situations that we can put in kind of the same journal, because they're kind of similar but not exactly the same. I'm going to do this one in green and do the other one in red. Y'all, I was just itching to get stuff, you know. It's just I got all this stuff going in my head to get done and to do, and I can't get it done quick enough. So I know this weekend I'm off Saturday. Don't know about Sunday yet, but Saturday I'm off. So Saturday I'm going to pull out all of my foil paper and my glitter paper, and I am going to cut all of the ornaments and stuff out of that and work on it. As long as I can wind that handle this weekend, I'm going to do it. And then I want to get a few of those. I may get them up on Ko-Fi. Hopefully I can get them up on Ko-Fi this weekend. And then we're going to take the cutoffs from that, and I can run it through and get my hole protectors cut out of that. Whatever scraps is made from that, we can use and do the hole protectors from those pieces. So it's the only thing I've been putting off is doing the hole protectors until I did the ornament. Because I felt, you know, like I was just going to be cutting up a whole piece of foil paper just to get the hole protectors. And I basically was. And I said, well, I want to make those ornaments because I bought them to do that with, and that's what I want to do. Oh, that's so cute. Okie dokie. So then we have, you know, front signature, back signature, pocket tuck places. And then we got these two different sections of the whatchamacallit there. I still got fussy cuts over here. Different sections of the ribbon. So those are fun. Okie doke. So now we can put that up. Move on to something else. And I don't think I'm going to need my ink for this, so we'll just put the lid back on that. Put them up for now. And just keep them in that little thingy. Alright, so this one here goes with the journal set that we put together yesterday. So I just pulled my papers that I thought would kind of go with it. So this one is going to be for the one that we made yesterday on camera that had, you know, like the leftover, it's 2 leftover sheets from a kit that I did last year, and then some scrapbooking paper. So we are just going to do that. And I just got some matching colorways. This is a freebie that came from Christmas Music last year, that came from Line Arrow on her Facebook group. And then this is wrapping paper. This is some of that tissue paper. This is scrapbooking paper. And then this is where you can print an announcement or whatever on. So we're just going to use these bits and pieces to hopefully collage this piece. I don't know, I should have probably went on ahead and broke these pieces up, but you know, I didn't have time to do all that before I sat down here, so we're just going to do it while we're in here. And then any pieces that we don't use, we'll take and put it in our Christmas scrap. Our Christmas scraps. no rhyme or reason for the size measurements, just whatever I'm wanting to do at that point in time. And I'm trying to get a little bit, not a whole lot of the inside here. We can use that as a backing page. Once we get the border tore off of it, we'll use it for some kind of backer of something. So yeah, we'll just put that for some kind of backing page over here. I know, I'm sorry y'all, I should have been ready and prepared. Now this is gonna take me a little bit. Not too much, but just a minute. Oopsie. Hold the ruler, honey. You gotta hold the ruler or it don't work. We're gonna get you out of our face, because you're just gonna keep flip-flopping around there. Okay. These I thought would be just fun to put in it because it's red and green. Like I say, we probably won't use all of these pieces, but we'll have them, and then whatever we don't use, we'll just put back in our Christmas scrap pack. And then we'll make some more collages, you know, later on down the road. It ain't no big happening thing now. I do that on the weekends sometimes when I want to craft, but I don't want to start a project. I'll just sit here and do collage of different assortments. Trying to get the full effect of the trees on that. Okay. Get us a little bit of music page. I know I'm kind of, you know, doing this in a little bit of a hurry, but y'all don't want to sit here and watch me just tear paper up all night. You know what I'm saying? Determined that I'm going to do something in today's video. Okay. So now that's all of our collage bits. All right. So now, am I in camera here? Yes. Let's go up just a smidget. There we go. Okay. All right, get my glue book, which is otherwise, you know, a magazine of some sorts. And let's just start gluing. I gotta get me a drink. My throat's been itchy, scratchy today. Okie doke. We're ready to roll now. As you can tell, I prepared. I got all my glue. Well, not all of my glue sticks, but I got that little tray full of glue sticks. So, here we go. Yay. Putting glue on some paper, y'all. Feel like I ain't made nothing, you know, in a while. But I've had several videos, you know, where I did clusters and stuff like that. I had a couple of them this week. We made that cover yesterday. Come on, get over there. Now, I think I'm going to try to cut off as close to this as I can. So, this up here, if, you know, if it's really not full-on collage, then I'm fine with that. Trying to just put the bits and pieces down, basically. So everybody's like, well, how do you collage with the tissue paper? Well, I just put glue on it and put it down, honey. And then even though it's got purple in it now, it'll dry. And I made cover out of tissue paper too. I don't know what I've done with it though. I may have put it up in a different place. I gotta hunt that. Alrighty. Y'all, I saw on Amazon, I was looking, there was some lady I was watching, can't remember the name of the channel, don't even know what I was watching, and, but she was using this humongous glue stick, and I went looking on Amazon, of course, you know, for, extra large glue sticks, and it had these, it had the next size up, you know, which are these kind. And then it had one that was like 3 times the size of that one. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to order me some of them. Because they are huge. I was like, I just want to order it just to see, you know, how long it would take to use it up. But now when I get into sitting down and tearing up just colored scrapbooking paper and collaging with it, I'll go through some glue sticks, because I was like, yeah, let me see how many of those I could use. But yeah, I'll seen that, and I said, yeah, I'm gonna one of them's $10, and it's like a pack of 30 of these in one stick, basically. And I was like, heck yeah. So I want to get one just to see, you know what I mean? No rhyme or reason. I need to put this here. Let's just do it right here. Now you can take and put your tissue paper over top of your scrapbook paper and stuff. Just be careful with this wrapping paper, because, you know, it likes to tend to roll up with you. I need to move this up here, because I need to move my glue pad over. Just mainly because it's running me plumb off the edge of the desk over here. I'm just plumb off the desk over here trying to glue. Sometimes I'll start and I'll do all 4 corners. Sometimes I'll start in the middle. I don't know. Sometimes I'll just start in the corner and work my way around. It's whatever. Just wherever it fits best. If it's got a straight corner on it, it'll go on the corner. You know, and that's kind of how I work. So wherever the paper looks like it's going to work out the best, mainly. Ooh, look at that. See, somebody else would take and harvest that page and use it. I don't know. I've never really done that to collage with. I probably will start doing it just because it's fun and interesting, you know. We don't really get a whole lot of magazines at our house. This is some kind of shopping magazine book that Mama got. in the mail. She asked me if I wanted to look at it, and I said, well, if you're done looking at it, I want to use it. It's a glue book. She said, okay. So that's how I come about getting it. I was like, if you're done, you know, window shopping in it, I want to use it as my glue book. Okay, I'm going to put this piece right here because I know that that's going to need to be folded. Yeah, so then I don't have any pieces that are going to be right on the fold line. I almost forgot that. Yep, I almost forgot. Let's take and put... Ooh, boy, that cut that right there, didn't it? Sliced and diced the glue stick, I did. And then while you're working with your tissue paper, you got to keep your fingers a little bit cleaned off. More than you normally would with just paper. You know, because it'll stick to you and tear. As you can see, as it dries clear underneath. It doesn't have the purple underneath it. Once it dries, all right, let's put, that's too short. Let's put this one here. Yeah, and then, well, I want that there, and let's just chop this piece off. Okay. And then I think I'm going to put that right there. Nope, it's too close. Let's put it over here. Ooh, don't glue to yourself. Well, that's right on top of that, ain't it? Knucklehead. Just put it right there. There we go. I'm clearly not paying attention here. Okay. That's too big. There's just a piece that'll go right there. Whoops. If it would unstick from my fingers, that would be great. Alrighty, so now what do we want to put? I think I need to put one of these long pieces right here. That is not long enough. It's okay. No biggie. Put that right in there. It eats the other pages. That's the main thing. Be careful when you're doing this because depending on your printer paper, you can get a good paper cut if it doesn't glue all the way down. course, that ain't going to work either, are you? Let's put that right there. Works for me. Okie doke. Now, I don't have any more of this wrapping paper cut up, but I do have, you know, a whole roll of it over there. All right, what else do I want here? Let's put one of these here. What do you think? I think that'll work. Actually, this needs to go there, don't it? But it's not big enough, so you know what? We're putting this there. Sure are. We're going to put the piece there that goes. It's big enough. Alright, now is that all of it covered? I think so. We're just going to trim up around it. Get a hold of my scissors. Okay. This piece needs to be glued just a smidget right there on that corner. I think I'm just going to put that bottom piece on the cutter board. I just want to trim it there. There we go. I cut that plumb crooked across the top there, didn't I? Sure did. Alright, so now I want 9 inches. And that is going to be my cover. I know I collaged the whole back piece, but that's fine. We can make pockets out of that, or we can make, you know, whatever. You can use on this side, make tags, but I'd rather just use it as pockets. Just making sure we are squared up here. All right, I think we're good to go. I need to probably need to change that cutter there, don't I? Alright, now I know we just done this, but then that's fine. But we are going to massage this paper bone folder. Yep. And there is our cover piece for that journal. Alrighty. There's our cover for that one. That may get covered up by don't know if that'll get covered or not. It may get covered up by the corner, the whatchamacallit, the corner cover. I don't want to put that on there either. There's me a corner piece. I'm not going to put the whole thing on there. I'm just going to do the piece right here. Just to cover that corner. Okay, there's that one. Oh, I'm throwing airlifting pieces off in the floor over here. Let's see, didn't I have two of them that needed to be covered like that? I thought I did. So there's the cover for this journal here. Stick that in there. That one's ready to go. We just gotta sew it together and get us some more pockets pulled out for it. I did have another one over here. I thought I did. I put it back over here for my fussy cut pieces. That was kind of along the same color scheme, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's my bathroom door that keeps squeaking because I have to open and close it to get out from my desk. Yeah, so this one here, I think we'll go, stop doing that. I think we'll go with that one. That still needs to be fussy cut, so I still got to put it over that way. But we can go ahead and collage the back of this bad boy. We sure can. Alrighty, so now, did I put all the pieces up? Nope, they're right here. Right here. So this is on the front of it. Those pieces will go with. It's got scrapbooking paper on the front of it. And that's kind of, that is kind of a country old world looking, so I think that will be a good piece. These actually just need to be cut up for tags. I'm not doing that. We're going to fix them for tags. Let's see what else we got in here that we can use. that going to be okay with that? It's a different plaid. I hadn't got to the red and black plaid pieces yet. Okay. I think that'll be fine. Do I have one of them in there? I don't even know. Don't even know her name. It's Crazy Lady Crafting. Let's see. I think that'll be fine. Just a few more pieces. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That red match, I think it will. Let's just use that. Why not? Why not? Ooh, here's the big pieces that's like that sheet. Yeah, these are the thin scrapbooking papers that I need to back still and put on something. Hey, look here, we got this. That's the red and black check. We got that piece. I'll use a few bits and bobs of it to go on this one. That needs to go. Well, you know, I got that made up for Christmas scraps, so we'll just put it together in a minute. I'll put you back. I want this one. Okay, so I think we got us a color scheme close enough matching. Need the big one. A few trees. Kind of the opposite of that, so it'll be fine. Then I want to do this, just almost a 2-inch strip or whatever this right here is of this paper. Just to blend in with it to bring in the black from the front. I think it'll be fine. We should have enough. Okey-doke. Okay. Now let's flip this over. So I'm looking here to see if this inside is going to match with their bits. That red is kind of a pinky red, so the other paper would match better. Not that one, not you, this one. I just want a strip or so of this. Okay. All right. There we go. Now I'm happy. Okay. I'm going to put this small one up. I'm getting one of my big ones out, because I think it'll go just a little bit quicker than me having to sit there and make, you know, 100 stripes on one piece of paper. I'm just saying. Alright, so now, mine screen, okie doke, we're good to go. The only thing is I like to use this when I'm off camera because it makes such of a big boom, boom, boom racket when I'm on camera, because, you know, everything echoes in the camera. Besides my voice, apparently, you know. Everything but my voice echoes in the camera. Alright. So, I'm going to go start this down the middle. Make me a decent swap down the middle, you know what I'm saying? Just because I know that that's going to be the roughest part to get folded, is that piece down the middle. Everything else we can fill in around it. This bigger glue stick is a wee bit more sticky than the small one was. Y'all don't laugh at how I'm driving my glue stick. I know a little, but some days I look like a kindergartner doing it. But it's getting glued down. I'm just being mindful that I know that right there in the middle, it needs to be pretty much, you know, where it's not going to be catching either piece of the paper. That's what I'm doing. I don't want that there. Let's put you up here. Put you up here in the corner. Oh yeah, you're gonna work there, ain't you? Sure enough are. Now, if you're planning on, you know, like I say, folding this in half and making you a journal cover out of it, try to be mindful to cover the middle first. And then everything else is pretty much fair game. You can do whatever you want to with the rest of it. But try to make sure that this middle piece gets good coverage to where your pieces aren't going to be meeting up where it's going to be folded. I did forget to tell you that in the first go around. Okay, so now we got that done. Now I'll wipe my hands and we can go around it and fill it in with whatever else we got. That one actually, this one's going quicker than the first one did. It's because I got a bigger glue stick. You know what I'm saying? That helps. It does help a lot, the glue sticks. I just, you know, I've had those small ones for a while and I wanted to get them used up. Mainly is the biggest reason. I just want to get them used. And if you want to overlap your colors, whatever, it don't matter. Just make sure that in the middle that your overlapping does not hinder your fold. And as you can see, I'm being super duper careful with it. Not really, but you know. It's paper. If it tears, guess what? We're gluing it, collaging it. Put another piece on it. It don't matter. Just slap you another piece right over top of it if you tear it. Okay, so now right about here, I think I'm going to put, ooh, that was a bunch of glue, wasn't it? I think I'm going to put one of these pieces. Come here. You're going to go here because I said you was. Put you right up to the edge. Ooh, well, I chunked that up, didn't I? And then see where this here is not glue over here, so we'll just take and raise that up. Put the glue on it. And while I got the sticky fingers, let's just go on ahead and put this right here. Yep, I'm going to chop my glue stick all to pieces. Wow, that glue is super sticky. Because these are newer. These are brand new glue sticks. I think I got these from the Walmart. Did them on the old pickup order. Finally, one of the orders they got right. I tell you what, boy. Me and the Walmart has had some rounds this year, I tell you. Every time I turn around, they doing something else. You know. And I don't understand why they're suggesting they're, you know, if you have an item that needs to be repicked or what have you, how come their suggestions on their end don't match your suggestion on your end? You know, like if I approve it or decline the one item they said they were out of, it takes all of them off. I don't understand that. So, that's just my opinion. I don't know. I'm not liking this. It's not looking as good as I thought it was going to. It looks very, very mix-matchy. But I'm not done with it either, so, you know, that's fine. And that will go right there, won't it? Make sure we'll. Which I probably shouldn't even worried about this bottom piece because it's going to be cut off anyhow. But still, you know, we're collaging the whole back side of it. Here. Because see, I got this strip right there, and I got this strip right there. And I'm just going to put that on. See if I can glue the back of this and not tear it up and put it right there. I'll run that strip right down there. Okay, now, let's see. Will you go right there? You sure will. Okay. Alright, is that all of that? Yep, sure is. Well, it's awful busy, ain't it? Okay. I think I'm going to put this right here. Okay. I think I'm going to put that up there. This is just a bunch of space there, actually. Right here's a piece. We ain't got nothing right there. So let's take us and put us a little piece of this right there too. Why not? Boy, if that ain't patchworky. Okay, let's see what we're looking at. I don't know if I'm going to like this or not, y'all. Well, it's not that bad, is it? Heck, no, it ain't. Because that's going to be the front cover of it. That, like the front of the signature. So it's going to be like that. Yeah, it's going to look quite all right. Heck yeah, it is. Okay, good. Good job, us. I was worried there for just a second. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, that ain't going to happen. That ain't looking good at all. It looked awful mix-matchy. All right, so there we go. We got, what, 4 more tuck spots and pockets done with our clusters that we did earlier in the year. Got those did today. Super cute. And then we got this journal collaged on the inside, cut and folded and ready for its journal to go in. And then we got this journal cover covered and ready to go. Except that I'm going to use that piece. Okay. Let's flip it here. I'm going to look at this. There is going to be the 9 inches that way. Yep, I like that. Let's do it. Okay. So those pieces we can make pockets out of. Now, where in the heck is that thing at? Laying here on the floor. No wonder it wanted to give me a fit cutting that, because that piece was out of it. It'll haggle at it. Not too bad, but we're going to fix it. We're going to fix it. I'm not messing with you with the glue stick no more. We're just going to put this on you. There you go, buddy. You're going to stay down like that, since you want to act a fool. I know I talk to my paper like, you know, like it's a person or something, but sometimes you just really got to show stuff who's boss in your craft room. You really do. Let's see. Oh, shoot. We done a bunch today in an hour, y'all. I'm so pleased. All right, so that is my straight bottom piece, supposedly. Let's get some of these edges trimmed up. We got the overage and stuff on it. Shouldn't be too much of a trim, but we need to get it trimmed anyways, nonetheless. I literally just cut you, buddy. I mean, you just saw me cut the paper. Here. It's got paper in that crack. Okay. Keeping it as close to 9 as possible. And as straight as possible. There we go. And we're going to do this edge. Okay, there is our cover, upside down. There's our cover. Okay, now let's flip this and fold it. That piece that's in the middle on the outside is a full 6x6 sheet. I just glued it down and then filled in the rest of it around it. I figured that paper on the outside would crack because it's 110-pound cardstock on the outside of it. The inside done perfect. The outside's the pieces that won't make a fool of itself. Or me, whichever one, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to say. Most likely me. Because it knows that I'm right at the end of my video trying to stay under an hour and it wants to be aggravating. And I just ain't going to let it today. You're just not going to irritate somebody. Now this here I'll probably take and we'll run us some lace over this. down the middle of it. I knew there was a piece here somewhere that kept flapping. It kept catching my shirt. Daggone it, man. Daggone it. Alright, fumble fingers. Get on out of here today. Not in the mood for the fumble fingers. I just wonder if I could decoupage these. I don't really know how to do that either. I've never really done that. That is really just looking pathetic right there on that side. It is super duper just haggled. I tell you what, you're about to get cut because I'm not having that, buddy. It's just where that one piece wants to hang over there. But y'all fuss with y'all's crafting items like I do. Oh, me. And I think, like I said, it's only because, you know, it knows I'm fixing to get off the camera here. And it's wanting to show its hind end. There we go. That piece where it cracked right there, I just sealed it back over. That was a thick piece of paper. I don't even think it was crafting paper. I don't know what it was, but it was super duper thick. Okay, so there is the cover for this journal. Now that I've stowed everything on my desk, like every which way but loose. I think that's going to work, y'all. It's like I say, this is going to be the end, the first. No, not all of these pages is going in here, but that is going to be, that's going to be the first page of it. I'm going to do about 10 pages in this, and then make a yeah, I like that. See, and it needed the snowflakes, didn't it? It sure did. And then this is going to be the back page. There's the fold. And then you have, yeah, I like that. That's looking good. All right. Because this one's got enough papers in it, like I said, to make, you know, two journals worth of pages. So I'll probably do about 10 to 12 in this one. You know, every third sheet will be like a tea dye or coffee dye or something. All right, so we're done for today. Or, well, I'm done for today because I'm getting on my own nerves. I'm just tired. And for some reason, I'm just like trying to get everything done in one video, it seems like, and run over an hour. And I'm just like, I gotta quit doing that. Gotta quit doing that. Okay. Clean up my desk. But I want to thank you all so much. I have got some new subscribers since I asked for my Christmas present of getting to 1,000 subscribers. So I greatly appreciate you all for sharing and liking and commenting. You don't understand how much it helps the algorithm of your channel for comments, even if it's nothing but a heart or just a dot or whatever. It counts as a comment, good, bad, and ugly. And then because I did have one person that was leaving me some kind of iffy comments, I will say. It wasn't really rude, but I was just like, what is your deal, person? You know, type thing. And then I said, you know what? I'm not gonna take them off of my channel or anything. I'm just gonna, you know, they can, you can tell they clearly were not watching the videos and asking questions, you know, because I explain why I do things that I do, about why I cut stuff down and why it's doing this and why I'm doing that. I explain that, I think, pretty much in every video, even if it's redundantly explained, because you never know, you might have a new person. But yeah. Okie dokie. So I am happy now. I just got to get some fussy cutting done, and I'm going to work on fussy cutting and stuff this weekend. And I think Sunday I'm going to start in making journals. We got our kits and covers ready for the kits that I have fussy cut and ready to go, to where, you know, I could do 2 or 3 weeks and not have to worry about, oh, I'm behind, I gotta get that fussy cut, you know. So we should be a plenty ahead, because I'm gonna do October, November. I may do 1 or 2 in December, but I don't think so. I want to do that December the 1st through the 12th, 12 days of Christmas tags, and then cut it off comments by the 15th on those 12 videos, and pick some names for the set of 6. Well, it'll be a set of 12. It'll be 6 different sets of tags for a Christmas present for my viewers and people who comment. So every comment from December the 1st through December the 12th, names will be drawn from those on the 15th who wins those sets of Christmas tags. So look forward to that coming in December. I'm going to get off here for now. Y'all have a good evening, and thank you so much.